Sup, all JC3 here, the baller of YouTube, the general. You know, the main question of this whole basketball season, the biggest question that has been about the Golden State Warriors. You know, how good are the Warriors? Could the Warriors beat the 95-96 Bulls, the bad boy Pistons, the 00-01 Kobe and Shaq Lakers? You got all these legends coming out and saying, man, if they were playing in my time, they wouldn't win. So you know what? Well, there's no way that we can actually ever figure this out in real life. None of these games will ever happen. It will never happen in real life, but it can happen in a video game. And that is exactly what we're going to be exploring in this series. We got the Golden State Warriors, we got updated ratings on all these teams, we've added in some teams into the game that aren't even in the game. So you know what? With the ability we have through 2K, let's find out if the Warriors can really beat these teams. Let's find out if the Warriors are the greatest team of all time. And you know what? Because I think that they're definitely up there in that conversation, I'm going to control the Golden State Warriors, and we're going to go up against the world. The 2015-16 Golden State Warriors versus the best team in each franchise's history. This is Warriors versus World. Let's do this. Okay, first to start off, before I say anything, I just gotta say thank you, Squad JC3, for waiting, for subscribing when I was gone, for still checking out my videos when I was gone. The patience that you had, absolutely incredible. Like, that's an A+ job, that all you did. I had this in the works, putting together the rosters, putting this all together. This contributed to a large part why I wasn't posting, because I was making this, I was putting this all together. Making these players, you know, downloading rosters, everything that I had to do. And so, the first thing that we're doing in this video is just basically we're going to be showing you all the teams, okay? Now, there are some exceptions, just like that Knicks team I was on. I believe that was 94-95 Knicks. The 93-94 Knicks were actually the best team that the Knicks ever had. Besides Walt Clyde Frazier's Knicks, I thought it'd be more competitive if I put the 94-95 Knicks in there. And the 94-95 Knicks are very similar to the 93-94 Knicks. Okay, so there are a couple exceptions. There's the Denver Nuggets, and there was the New Jersey Nets. That Nets team actually went to the finals back-to-back years. 2003 and 2004, Jason Kidd took them there. Of course, they lost to the Lakers, and they lost to the Spurs. And so we also got this Indiana Pacers team. Now, if you're wondering why Reggie Miller's in 89 overall, it's because this is the 1999-2000 team that went to the finals and played the Lakers. And so it's not considered a prime Reggie Miller. That was the one that he was against the Knicks. Absolutely crazy with the choking and all that. Spike Lee, great 30 for 30, by the way. I know it came out many years ago, but anyway, that's off topic. But still, really good Reggie Miller. You saw a couple more teams that we passed by there. Now, this Raptors team is actually not the best Raptors team of all time. This year's Raptors team that went to the conference finals and lost to the Cavaliers is actually the best. But how could I pass up a Vince Carter, Tracy McGrady duo? You know, how could I pass that up? So that's not, it's not really going to matter much down the line, because I don't think that team's going to make it to the finals or anything. I mean, you got the 95-96 Bulls. You got so many great teams in the East. Bad boy Pistons. I mean, all the questions are going to be answered. You know, I know it's just a video game, but this is going to be fun to find out. Really see how good the Warriors are and how they can fare, how they can match up against these teams, you know. So you got the Timberwolves there with Garnett. You got the Trailblazers, of course, the Warriors. And, to top it all off at the end, we're going to have the Wizards. I upgraded the stats on, the top 3 players of the current teams. So that's how it's going. Now, in terms of our settings, we're going to do 6-minute quarters. And you see Pro there. We're not going to do every game on Pro. I have it set on Pro because right now we're going up against the New Orleans Pelicans. That's a very pro team. They're a pretty average team. Nothing against them, but they're pretty average. Now, if we go up against a team like the 95-96 Bulls, you better believe that game's going to be on Hall of Fame. I don't like the term playing down to your competition, but that's a pro-level game if you're going up against the Pelicans. It's not a Hall of Fame game like the 95-96 Bulls would be. I'm also normalizing the stats to played minutes because I want to give my guys a chance to win the MVP. I'm going to be playing on 6-minute quarters, and I want to normalize it to, a regular 12-minute game, all their stats. First game of the year, let's get it started right now.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, 2 teams start fresh for their first game of the season, both squads believing this will be a great year. And another NBA season about to start. Shaq, we've talked about it. you can feel, I don't know, an air of excitement that's a little different than in years past.
There's a number of talented teams all wanting that ring. I've said this before, Kenny has said it many times, it could be one of the best seasons we've seen in a while, including what Golden State did last year and winning the ring.
That was an incredible run. But some teams that looked unstoppable last year will start to show some cracks in their armor. But the other teams that didn't look like much on paper last year, beginning of the season, are now looking like they will surprise.
And that is it for now as we send you to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports Group.
And just before the game, the championship rings distributed to the players by NBA Commissioner Adam Silver. And a proud moment indeed for this team and their fans. We've got an electric crowd here in Golden State's Oracle Arena. Welcome, everybody, to the day we've all been looking forward to.
Opening night, ring ceremony. Got to respond, especially against this team. I mean, we got stacked competition coming up. I mean, literally, if you think about it, there's no nights off. I mean, you're looking at a team like the Grizzlies and the Pelicans, even the Clippers. Those are going to be your easiest games, okay? Because we got the best team, literally, with some exceptions, like I told you, but the best team in each franchise's history that we're going to be going up against every single night. And I'm probably not going to be playing all the games, too. I might be simming some games. So I want to try to go for that, like, 73-9 record. But, man, it would just take me too long, I think. I don't know if I'm going to play each game. I'm definitely not going to show each game, but the big-time, prime-time games, you better believe it. Now, you see we got Anthony Davis, and it's a good matchup, but you know you can't guard Steph Curry, hand down, man down. I mean, that's just unbelievable right there. That's just what he does. I mean, that's just what he does. You're going to put a hand, even if you put a hand up, man, even if you put a hand up, it's still going down with the bottoms from downtown right there. But this is actually a good test for us to start off the season because we got Anthony Davis, a well-rounded post player, and we're going to be going up against Hakeem. And, you know, some big, you know, all-time, like Shaq, great all-time post players. And because the Warriors play a small lineup, it's going to be interesting to see how that really goes on. You know, we're going to be going up against some great guards, but I'm really looking into the matchups with the big guys coming up because, you know, that's going to decide a lot of games. How are we going to be able to get rebounds and all this? You know, we got Draymond Green playing the 4 and the 5. I might have to bring in Ezeli, Spades. I might have to play Bogut a lot more minutes. We're going to have to see how it goes. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to go small against every team, but Curry right there is just going on his own little run. We're trying to break the game open right here. You can't have a highlight without Curry. All those offensive highlights, and gets a steal up ahead to Clay, then he gives it ahead to Barnes for the dunk. And so, you know, we're trying to break this game open, and Clay, that's a rhythm 3 right there. That's what I'm talking about. He just runs up, bam, shoot that one right in your face. And nobody said the Warriors were an all-time great defensive team, as displayed by my defense with Curry right there. That's not good, man. That's not a good look. That is not a good look. But you know what? Tyreke Evans played really well in this game, but we're going to close it out, man. Just hand down. You got the hands down. Like, why are the hands down against Steph Curry? 74-62. Not an absolute blowout, but we got the job done nonetheless, and that's all we got to do, right? So we are 1-0. Curry with 22. Barnes contributed a nice 13. Clay with 9. Course on all threes. Now looking at the power rankings, this was also preseason power rankings as well. So before we end this video, shout out to you if you're still with me. We're going to look at the power rankings. 95-96 Bulls at number 1. We are at number 2. And what's surprising, they put LeBron's Cavs and the Thunder at 22 and 23. And look at all the created teams that I made down here, way down here. Sacramento Kings are at 28. I'm pretty sure that's going to change. They got a better team than a 28 ranking. Next episode, we got some more games coming up. Looking at the Rockets, Pelicans, Nuggets, and Kings. Going to bring those to you. Probably going to simulate or just play through the Memphis and Clippers. Might not show those. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Another episode coming soon. JC3 out.